If you're here, okay, hold on. We got okay, hold on. Who's?
I just had to mute so many
Yeah,
people.
that's so. It was Sophie. It was Sophie. So if you're here legally, you're here legally. If you're here illegally, you're here illegally. Um, illegally is illegally. Okay, you jumped the border. You didn't go through the process. Illegally is you applied for your visa, but then you just blew somebody's head off. Right? That. If you're here legally, you're illegally. If you're illegally, you're illegally. You don't have to worry about being deported if you're not committing crimes, literally. And obviously, stealing $10, a $10, I don't know, deodorant bottle is not like gonna get you deported.
Yeah, that's not like
Like,
the
yeah,
worst thing ever.
yeah. So that's what you need to understand. I understand the fear of being deported. I understand that, but you also, uh, you don't have to worry about it unless you're literally committing crime. I don't know. Maybe, hey, maybe you're El Chapo's cousin. I don't know. Hey, girl, I don't know. I don't know who you're working for.
I don't honestly know.
I don't know.
I haven't talked to them outside the family, so I wouldn't know anything.
But yeah, as I'm saying, so as long as you're not doing crimes, you don't have to worry about that. But the main thing with stuff like that is you have to actually, you got to remember not to make decisions with your emotions, because a lot of the stuff that they were saying, and actually recently on my Twitter or in Pruck Pruck, I'm getting really sick of seeing it. I've started calling people out because I keep seeing these posts and this misinformation. It's a lot of misinformation. It's a lot of, it's just,
Yeah.
it's really unfortunate. It's so much information, the misinformation. Um, and it's especially getting to the younger youth and a lot of older people that don't have the time or don't know how to research these things. Like for
So
example, let's talk more. So for example, people,
research what?
the politics, like who's saying what, who's going to do what, and their history of doing.
So who do you think should have won then?
Well, logically speaking, for this one, I think that Trump is the best candidate because of his prior. Yeah, I'm gonna, cause she's not. I think she's a bro. I just muted Forden. I think Trump was the best candidate because of his prior history with the country. You know, Trump knows the tax codes. Trump also knows business. He knows money, so he's gonna have a idea of how to help our national debt. So Kamala Harris,
Yeah.
like, okay, let's look at Kamala Harris. I don't want to attack her personally, but who she is how she has ran her campaign. So I'm sure you guys might be familiar with the accent she's done. She's put on the
Yeah.
Pittsburgh accent where she talked, for like a better term, she talked ghetto. She was like, "We's needs to thank which is a form of illiterate speech." She did that when I think she went to Florida. I think it was. She talked Latino. I'm not familiar with the Latino accent that well, but she was like, sometimes they talk like, the girls are like, I don't know, how to do it, but she did that like accent or
I
whatever.
understand.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand where you're coming
And
from.
then she did like a Jamaican one too, and and
Oh
I
my
seen
god.
I seen people online said that like they justified it and said that it was racial like switching, race switching or whatever, which is like this phenomenon, like if you're black
Yeah.
and you're
That's
around.
like that's like
No,
exactly what term
yeah,
that is.
and it I can understand doing that if you're like a normal person. But the problem with doing that when you're a politician is that it's not real. If I'm running as the president, as I'm
To
running
be
as
fair, like to a degree, everybody code switches. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna talk to your mom in like bed how you do like to your friends, and how like you talk to your teachers is not the same exact way you talk to your mom and everybody. But like
right,
trying
right,
to adopt their culture as your own, even though you've never experienced it, is like wrong. You know what I mean?
right. But let's go further. When we categorize code switching, right? It's important
Yeah.
to remember that talking to your mother and talking to your dad differently isn't reading the room isn't code switching, right? I'm not going to go in the bank
Yeah.
and start talking about or our business meeting and start talking, like I talk to my friends. That's not
Yeah.
code switching. That's being proper. Now,
Yeah.
if let's say you're a black guy and you're in the middle of uh Dixieland, right? Like, spot down the capital of Dixieland, it would make
Yeah.
sense to be a little bit different. That's acceptable, I guess you could say. But if you're the president, the mayor, you're not supposed to do that because you're not being who you are. You're not being you. You're being somebody else. And of course, again, that's what gets the votes. But in the ideal world, you wouldn't do that. And that's what Kamala did. She did that a lot. At the same time, she Bro's on to something. At the same time, she never said that she was black. And I streamed the presidential debate, and I actually did that. I went to Wikipedia and I used Wayback Machine, and I looked like the 2000s or whatever, and there were no references
Yeah.
of her. There was like 3 of her saying she's black. 2024 or 2022, 2024, there's a whole bunch of references. At the
That's
same
what I was saying.
time,
That's one thing I did not like about her was when she would never rep that. I'm not saying like maybe she said it in other references, but for as far as I could see, she would never rep being black until it appeared that like it was kind of like she would only like bring it up when it benefited her later. You know what I mean?
yeah, right, exactly, and
She
you're
would try
right.
to profit off of it, and pretty much I just thought that was really messed up.
Right, it is, and then you have to look at who her family is. Her mother is Indian, so her mother is not from America, and nor is her father. So neither of her parents are. And I don't. Again, I'm pretty sure. I'm just going to double check because again, I have a younger audience here. Kamala Harris,
And also, I
mother.
was saying, I'm pretty sure her father was black.
No, her.
That's
So
what it
her
was.
father.
But her
So
father wasn't in her life though.
this is what I will say. I have been to Jamaica. Um,
Yeah.
Jamaicans do not associate themselves with African Americans. They make it clear that black is like black, like African American, anything that's dark skinned, but they do not associate with African Americans. And in America, when you say black, you're most likely referring to African Americans.
Yeah.
So she,
Well, no, there's a few different kinds where, at least where I'm from, like usually when you say black, it's either like what is it? Also like people kind of like also categorize like Dominican and stuff like that into it.
so yeah, but generally, so yeah, obviously it changes, but when you say when you're when you're playing Call of Duty and you hear a fire alarm or someone eating,
Alright.
you don't say, "Are you Dominican?" You say, "Oh, I know you're black." Like I'm just saying, generally speaking, right? When you look at the general policy,
Yo,
it's
Michelle,
considered,
is he onto something? Be honest.
huh?
I was asking Michelle, yo, is he onto something?
Yeah, yeah, no, I mean, generally speaking, it's considered African American. I do know what you're talking about, though, but generally speaking, it's considered African American. And when she's saying she's black, she's considered it's leaning
So,
to
onto
African
everybody.
American, and that's another problem. That's not genuine because her father, actually, and I'm going to get to this in a minute. Her father is Jamaican, and as again, I've been to Jamaica. They don't associate themselves with African Americans. Her mother's Indian. They definitely don't say they're African American. So both of her parents don't claim African
No, they
American
don't. They
lineage.
don't. I don't know. I was gonna say like one of the women that I dated was Indian, and they don't call themselves black. They call themselves brown skin. That's what they
Right,
say.
exactly. So one that turns into a bit of a lie, or not a lie, but a iffy subject. And then when you look at her father before already said that don't believe now she says. Then she as the I'm sorry, she was the district attorney or something? Let me see. Kamala Harris, district attorney, or what was she at? What was she? No, she was a prosecutor. I'm sorry. What's this? Attorney who has been in the 49th. Um, she was a prosecutor, whatever. I just googled it. So she did that, but she systematically kept again black, or we know the majority of marijuana smokers are African American, right? So we could say it where it is. She kept African Americans in jail, right? So when you look at that, and then wasn't she on the Joe Rogan podcast smoking weed? Let me see, Joe Rogan. Is it Kamala? Kamala.
I know Trump was. I don't know if she was.
No, I don't think Trump. Let me see. I know I've seen her though. She was talking about how she used to listen to Snoop Dogg when she was in college, and then somebody googled it and was like Snoop Dogg was like 6 years old. Go on, let me see. She definitely lies a lot though. She lies a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Trump. No, I could have swore it was Kamala. I seen it. It was on Joe Rogan.
I know Trump was on there. I know Trump was on there, but I don't know about Kamala.
No, Kamala.
I've never
No,
seen
Kamala wasn't on Joe Rogan. I don't know. It was Kamala was on the Breakfast Club, and it says Kamala listened to
Oh.
Tupac while smoking marijuana. But the problem was Tupac would have been like I think 10 or 12 or something when she was in college or whatever. And that's the problem. She definitely did. I would say kind of like a misstep in justice, and you can try to argue that that wasn't high on the priority, but the fact that
Yeah.
that was never something that, as far as I know, it still wasn't taken care of or looked at or nothing, shows that that's most likely a misstep in justice, right? A lot of times when someone does a crime and the crime is now like jaywalking, I mean, well not like jaywalking. Jaywalking technically is still illegal. So is spitting on a sidewalk actually, if you didn't know that. Um, if a crime is made legal, it's the case is supposed to be reviewed, but that never happened. Which again is another misstep of justice.
I know people that are still in jail for like, obviously like smoking weed when it like wasn't legal. You know what I mean?
Right,
How you doing,
and
Sapphire?
If at least like I feel like I have one person in my family. That's fine. I miss my dad. Anyway, oh my mic wasn't muted.
bro, what? But you see, so yeah,
What?
you know, you made me feel sad. So yeah.
Why are they dancing like that?
Oh my goodness, guys, you don't want me to start talking about marijuana. That's
do.
actually so. Think about it. When did marijuana get so popular?
I think I don't know. My friend asked me if I could buy him some, and I was like, "No, I'm a child." Like,
No, not in the 90s. Okay, maybe not pop. No, not in the 90s. The 90s is when it was introduced.
I feel like the 2020 or like
Mm-mm.
2010.
It got popular when vape. Well, technically, right? When we talk about mainstream, it got popular when Hyper can't hear us. Hold on, Hyper. Wait. I can't even type. What? Hyper.
Oh my gosh! Wait, this person literally followed me. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well. Oh. Okay.
Oh, he left. Oh boy.
Oh wait, you both here. Okay, that's.
Okay, so marijuana went mainstream popularity only when Juul got banned. So I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told this one guy. One, I believe. Not. I'm going on my own thing right now. I believe that the main reason the government was trying to ban vape was because it was supposed to be a healthier alternative to smoking cigarettes, which meant that they couldn't collect the same taxes that they typically collected. Yes and no, but it wasn't. They couldn't collect the same amount of taxes they could as cigarettes. So vaping technically is technically a better. The problem is that they were making like blueberry flavor, and obviously you're gonna keep it's blueberry.
Like vapes?
Yeah. So.
Oh, my friend used to vape, so that's like why I was like, wait.
So the children appeal, yes and no. Yes and no. It was, but it wasn't, but it was, but it wasn't. Right. I mean, if you're selling something called a cotton candy flavor, I don't think you want to smoke methanol, tar, right? I mean,
No.
and then obviously if the
What
flavor is
smokes
bubble gum,
tar?
if you're, it's a joke because that's what cigarettes tend to smell, taste. You know, yeah, or
Sometimes with
gasoline.
nicotine.
Well, the joke is when you smoke cigarettes, they taste bad. They taste bad. They don't smoke. Nobody smokes cigarettes for
Yeah.
the taste. But vape does. It tastes and smell good. And if obviously if you're selling bubble gum, you're gonna put a picture of bubble gum. It's gonna look colorful, which could make
It
children
looks
like it.
delicious.
Right. So that's what attracted children. But the main point is that it technically is a healthier alternative. It's just you have stuff like that, the addiction. Then you have people trying to sell it cheap. So what they do is they water down the
Boy.
capsules, right? And when they water down the capsules, they try to get more.
Chad, shut up.
So let's say one capsule will get your
Boy.
fix. Because somebody watered it down, you now need two, and that tricks your mind psychologically to want more
No.
of it. So then there's that, and then at the same time, you have people from
Wait.
right, exactly like fentanyl, right? And that like fentanyl.
That doesn't make sense. Wait.
Okay, so let me explain this to you, right? Okay, so let's say you're hungry, right?
Yes, I'm always hungry.
Normally you eat uh 2 eggs.
Food?
You ate 1 egg for breakfast.
Candy?
No, 1 egg for breakfast
Yes.
every day, right?
Yeah, who doesn't eat eggs?
So what they do is they'll remove 50% of the egg. So now when you eat the egg, you think that you're eating the same amount, but you're not. You're eating less, but you don't know that. So you get 3 eggs or 2 eggs, right? To try to satisfy your
I actually eat 8 eggs at once.
That's relatable. But you'll eat 2 eggs. So now that you're eating 2 eggs, you're getting technically they took half of both. You're now getting the amount of 1 egg, right? Exactly, and so on, which starts to trick you psychologically into thinking you're not getting enough. I mean, technically you're not, but
Oh,
that
that's why my
yeah,
friend
right.
used to vape all the time. That makes so much more sense.
So it makes you get more. Now you need 10 of them because you're just not getting your fix. And then when you start getting them from like legitly,
Why is his voice
you're
so
just gassing up on it, right? So okay, so one, it's that. So oh my goodness, I kind of got off the sidetrack.
You just go
So
to random people.
but so yeah, the government couldn't get their main fix, so that's why they did that with it. Coincidentally,
Wait, didn't they ban vaping?
yeah, so they banned they destroyed the company and they pretty much banned the whole industry because they couldn't get the money off of it. Like cigars, cigarettes, they couldn't get that tobacco tax. They just couldn't. So they got rid of it. But they replaced it with marijuana. So now you can get it legally. Now you can get it medicinal. Now because
Oh my
people
gosh.
say there's different strains, you can get different strains. You could get the
Yes,
Brazilian.
I saw marijuana like distribute. What is it called? A distribution place thing for
Right.
marijuana, and I was like, Mom, isn't that like illegal? She
So
goes,
yeah,
no, it's actually legal. I'm like,
yeah, and then it's then right again depending on your state, right, right. But
yeah.
again we're kind of talking about generally speaking because when you talk about specifics, then it gets a little more complicated, right? But generally speaking, um, well, in general, the federal government couldn't take its money. The tobacco tax is federal, right? So that's general. Specifically, each state is going to be different, but um, the idea is still the same. Marijuana still overtook vape's spot because they can tax it more. Wait, hold on, guys.
I want to go wander around. I want to go socialize. I need to reach out more.
Okay, sorry guys. Okay, so where's that at? Wait, where was I at, guys? Where was I at? Where was I at? Oh, I don't have no audience anymore. Oh man, no idea. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm up right now. Where was I at? Where? Give me uno momento, guys. Uh, oh, so I'll just start back to something. Um, so they couldn't get the tax right. So oh yeah, and then there's these different strands which they can tax differently based on the amount of THC. So in general, it took it over because they could tax it more. But then the problem with marijuana is that one, it's a gateway because your body starts to develop a resistance to it. And then on top of that, after it builds the resistance, move up in DRGU. I don't know what that means. Yeah, right. And then once you get a resistance, you need a higher dose. And again, right, everybody's body is different. So, you might take 10 years, might take two, might take one, might take three. But if you go on Twitter, you'll see people doing all types of crazy stuff. Which proves my point, right? Um, and eventually you need more, right? And at the same time, it's already been proven that it damages your lungs, it stunts your growth, obviously for growing, right? And it stops your brain cells from regenerating. At the same time, it makes your reaction rate slower, and it can affect you for more than 2 days. And again, obviously, there's different strains, right? So, but let's face the facts: the majority of people aren't going to take the strain that doesn't slow them down. Let's be realistic. Um, but they don't explain that. They don't explain that to people. So not a lot of people know. And then when you tell them, they're already addicted to it. They're already stuck doing it, and then they're like, oh well, I want to quit, but all my friends are doing it. It's literally cigarettes all over again, and people don't understand it. And then there's the other problem where it's a public nuisance, right? Because obviously, if you're a doctor, a nurse, a bus driver, in the military, you can't be around that because those jobs require drug tests, right? And you can, just like secondhand smoke, you can get secondhand high. So even if you're not smoking it, because your neighbor 2 blocks away, a block away, or a house away is smoking it, you can still it can still come up in your system. And then there's the problem with that, right? And since again, generally speaking, it can affect you for more than 1 day. It can stay in your system for more than 1 day, and I think it takes, like, I don't know what, again, depends on the strain, but it takes some time to get out your system, and that's another problem, right? Like, and people don't really understand that until it affects them, and then it's, well, I wasn't doing drugs, I promise. Why is it in your system? I don't know. My neighbor was doing it. Like, what? People don't think about that until it affects them, or until they want to get that job that they can't get because of stuff like that. It's unfortunate, but I mean that's the reality. That's the reality. That's pretty much. That's pretty much it. I could talk about anything. Yeah, I'm knowledgeable because I'm Googled this stuff. I'm good. Cause bro, people in high school, the Hawk Tour, bro, the Hawk Tour podcast, bro, it opened my mind, bro. No, I haven't even watched it. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Cause her whole thing is so stupid to me, bro. I don't think how she got popular. I don't even engage in it, bro. Like that was so stupid, so stupid. She got popular for saying Hawk Tour, but like what? Like I don't know. That was stupid to me. Someone teleporting around. There's a bunch of people all the way over there. Let's migrate, guys. Come on, let's get a bigger audience. Come on, let's migrate. We're migrating. We're going east. We're going east. We're going east. Let's start. We gotta find some more groups. I'm live right now. We gotta find some more groups to. Wait, hold on. What's going on here?
When I saw them with the I felt the night twist.
Like that. Bro, I'm not even yapping, bro. I'm educating. I'm educating. I never take it. I like talking. I like talking. They need. I could do filibusters for days. I mean that in the most kind. I did. Yeah, I know, buddy. I know. I don't even. Yeah. Oh,
My legs are itchy.
that was a fake
What if I
voice.
started singing a Carcat song?
Now they're
What if I
talking
started
normal.
singing
That's
a
crazy.
Broadway Carcat song? That's crazy.
Do you
Of
want to
course.
find a new game?
Tell
Yeah,
you
this
what.
This one's kind of mid.
Yeah, good Of course, I'd be a good politics. But the school will probably fire me because I'm
What
not.
if?
I'm not picking a certain rhetoric.
Okay, what if we just go back to Roblox Got Talent?
Yeah, go back to Roblox that talent.
Big black. Big
Uh,
back. Big back. Big
bro,
back
she about
blue
to
man. Big back blue
about to
man.
say some crazy stuff. Yeah, nah, you just caught that. She was
No,
about to say
I'm
something crazy.
Max-ing.
I'm streaming too.
Big
So
Now
Mac.
it's my cheat day on my
No, it's
diet.
not.
Hashtag everyday's cheat day.
every
Three.
party.
Three viewers. Two of them are your parents, and one of them is you on an alt account. Thank you.
Did you guys know that Epstein went to the island?
Yo. Who is TV, yo? Okay, let's see.
Epstein went to the island. So and Epstein. Wait, no, I mean, Steve Hawking went to the island, and at the same time, Epstein had pictures of Bill Clinton on the island. Yeah, I didn't mean to say Epstein. I'm saying they had pictures of Bill Clinton in a dress, and Bill Clinton like on the floor throwing paper planes at two towers. At two Jenga towers. I was like, what? They had that pictures of the pictures too. I'm like, that's yeah. I'm like, you can't submerge the island, bro. That's like what? It's like you can't blow up the whole island. It's like I've seen these people snuck onto it, and they have like armed guards like all around it now.
So I'm gonna go say hi. Please don't follow me.
Mom, you need to leave. Oh my
Me?
days, look at your head. I love your
What
head.
did I do?
Eat that fire.
Who told me I need to? Why is everybody telling me I need to leave? I'm trying to socialize.
Bros,
Oh,
Harush, she might
Wait,
stuff.
I'm back.
This is too much. Nope.
fuck?
I can't
I have a new
handle it.
audience.
What is it?
What's
is
the
it?
next
Like a
subject,
family?
guys? Next subject.
Slavery.
Slavery? What about slavery? What, state rights?
Flavoring. Are we still in the wait? Are we still on that like vape thing?
No, I already
Are we still on that
debunked it.
subject, or have we passed that subject?
Yeah, I already debunked it.
Okay, wonderful. Cause I'm like, if I have to hear one more, oh vapes. I'm about to crash
Well, you
out.
should have stayed. I explained everything.
I know, but I'm like nosy. I do not have my life together, and also, so I have a bunch of things I have to go attend to. Why is he made of zeros and ones?
It's the
I have
Matrix.
ADHD. I have bad ADHD, man. I need to get it together.
That's not good.
What's the next idea, guys? What do you guys wanna?
Can we talk
Oh,
about?
wow.
No, I'm kidding.
Dog.
That'd be terrible.
Talk about what?
Hello Kitty.
Communism?
Can we talk about how some people are just like never talk because they are afraid, like deeply afraid?
Okay, so he said communism and the the industrial revolution's impact and why people don't talk. The Unabomber. Okay, so communism.
I wonder
Okay,
if somebody's gonna call me. I wanna-
so binary dog, please stop. I know I took your crowd, but please stop. So why'd they go over there? So and then he killed himself. So for communism, the idea, there's different types of communism, but like generally speaking, it doesn't work because power being consolidated, absolute power corrupts absolutely. That's the easiest way to explain it. Ideally, if in a perfect world it would work because everybody would get what they need, but it doesn't work in practice. Was who wrong? I forgot about him. I know Killdozer wasn't that wrong. I don't know. Killdozer, it was a lot of things.
لا لا تعال تعال كان كده في ناس قليلة.
No,
I
bro, the
can't.
city kept messing with him. That's what that was. Not for real.
Did you just say City Cafe?
لا لا
Yeah.
لا لا
Like the restaurant?
I'm gonna crash out. I'll go to bed.
Who just said that? Why does everybody sound like somebody I know? And I. Ugh. That's actually like freaks me out because if I'm talking to somebody from school,
Bro, I'm
it's
so
over.
mad.
My social life done, broken.
Oh no.
I've worked so hard to build.
sad.
Because it
We're
already
just
broke.
talking about
Can I eat your hair? Can I eat your hair? Can I eat your hair?
No.
I'm eat your hair.
I like you when see somebody follows me because I want to start a conversation.
Ain't no way, bro. You got banned. You
Okay,
got
well, at
banned.
least I don't not be followed if I do leave.
Oh, it's the same question.
Listen.
We're twins. We're twins. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Hasta Cabera! Two.
Let's go just like whose name is I Eat Tables? Who is I Eat Tables? That is actually honestly that's a name I would have if I didn't make my own name.
Sassy Sapphire.
What? See, oh.
I'm admiring the name.
Oh, okay. I made it up. I'm like, I'm sassy and my birth starts a sapphire, so let's just put two and two together.
Hey yo.
What about 0930?
That's my birthday. I'm loving the McDonald's outfit, honestly. My parents will let me work there, but they said it's ghetto. So.
What's
I
up,
don't
Dad?
see anything wrong with McDonald's. Their hamburgers and fries are just delicious. I say that
Bro,
with my
stop
Italian
touching me.
hand.
Leave me alone.
Delicioso. But I also think that's Spanish. Because I don't. Who just said that? Who is? I need to know who's saying that. Who is that with a deep voice? Like deep. I don't know why they voice that. What does that mean? Why I'm worried about it? I'm worried about it because they sound exactly like my friend's brother, and if I'm talking to my friend's brother, she's gonna kill me.
What
Why?
type
'Cause
of
he's-
what?
Oh.
I love my cheese drippy.
No, who said that? Who said it though?
I like my cheese drippy.
Okay, this kid. Okay.
Like my cheese
This
drippy.
is this is like going through like literally most of the crowd is left, and I don't think I hate that.
Mm.
Oh, sorry.
I can't tell if his name is Marshall. I almost said Marshall. Oh my gosh, I get okay. I can't pronounce any.
Baby bomb
names.
versus
I'm bad at
hydrogen
names.
bomb.
Did you what?
He said baby bomb versus hydrogen.
What's a bop?
Bomb.
He said,
Oh,
you idiot.
yeah, I know I'm an idiot.
Papa.
Hey yo.
Oh, who was that?
Wait, like.
That's like the equivalent to what one of my sneezes sound like.
Oh my god.
Okay, dude,
What the?
can you not? Please.
Que fala português aqui.
Hakatua.
No, get out. The door is literally right there. Leave.
But your name is
Literally
Sassy
like Jordan
Sapphire.
saying, "How did
Alguém
you?"
que fala português?
¿Por qué están hablando así?
My goodness. Okay, I love people with round glasses. No. Can we talk about how people with clear glasses or round glasses are so trustworthy for no reason?
Wait, guys,
It's crazy.
Oh, there's somebody with round glasses. I didn't. Oh, I'm just dumb.
Let's take the bus out, guys. Please look.
But they be so trustworthy for no. Well, okay. It honestly depends. I say everybody I know with round glasses is very trustworthy. I don't know about him. I can't say him because I don't know him. But
Black Star.
are we just gonna sit here in silence?
Oh no, he's alive.
I mean, I'm here.
Wait, do y'all know who Eminem is?
Yeah.
Not the candy. Not the candy. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
no, duh.
The rapper.
Venom.
And not the candy rapper, like the rapper, like the singer.
Venom.
At least you know that song.
I'm tired. You're weird for that.
I said it's
Oh, my mic was on. Frick.
Yeah, your mic is on and your singing fucking sucks, alright?
I don't even
Don't
know.
fucking sing again. On God, don't sing again.
I like your hair. Wait, come back. I like your hair.
One of my 5 spiritual gifts was music. Why am I crying? I honestly don't care. I'm actually tearing up. My goodness.
right.
I need thicker skin. This is not metaphorically or emotionally. I don't know if it's metaphorically or emotionally. God. I already know my singing sucks. Why do people gotta tell me now? Wait, if my singing sucks so much, then why does my mom always tell me I should try out for choir?
Girl, don't try for choir. Don't do it.
Does my mom just want to see me fail? I mean, she did slap me the other day in the face, but like...
Oh, okay. Alright.
I need to mute my mic when I'm talking to myself.
Shit. Well, it was nice knowing you guys.
Alright.
I'm gonna go to bed.
I've sorted out like 15 of my life problems.
I'm definitely staying up. I'm not sick now.
Wait, what are these? What are the... Wait.
What's up, niggas?
Body, the clothes, the
Oh.
accessories, beans, greens, potatoes, tomato, beans, I want to be tall. Okay.
Can you say that word again?
What word?
You said the N word.
You. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm not gonna respond to that. I can't answer that.
Azigabu. La Bamba.
But y'all shouldn't be saying that. That's all I have to say. I'm gonna go ask him why he said my singing sucks and ask. Wait, where did he go? I need to know why my singing sucks.
Hi.
Does your singing suck?
Oh, we came back.
12 to 5. I'll put this from my radar in this case.
You got black, I got white. What you want? And I'm on a fan.
You selling people now?
Слава России! Украина и пидорас, гей и свинья. Слава России! Слово России и слово Беларусь! Украина и пидораски и свинья! Слава России!
Украина, пидораски и свинья! Слава России! Украина, пидораски и свинья! Слава России! Украина, пидораски и свинья! Слава
Слава Гитлеру, по смерти евреи, пидорасы кончен, слава Гитлеру, смерть.
Oh my god, you're dying. I leave for 5 minutes and y'all break into chaos. Hey, Omer, I can't do this if y'all gonna yell. Can I mute you?
Can you send my friend
And we're back to
I'm going somewhere.
Hey, Vanek, just send my friend quick, bro. Come on, man. I'll be your friend. Can you send my friend quick? Come on, buddy. Send my friend quick, bro. I'll be your friend, bro.
My friend told me I had to go say hi to her.
Нет, нахуй, иди нахуй. Иди нахуй.
Send it to your friend, bro.
Иди нахуй.
Send my friend quick. Come on, bro. Just send my friend quick, man.
Да хуй сосни, беги за мной, блядь, выблюдок, ебаный, блядь.
I don't want to be my friend.
No entiendo inglés. Oh.
Can you be my friend?
It's like the dude that be like, can I where my hug at? Where my hug at?
My friend.
Where my hug at? My voice is super deep. I don't know why you accepting his friend request. Be my friend. I got a deep voice. Be my
Send my friend quick.
It's nice, I guess. How's it going?
Just send my